clear the floor, please, so we can start warm-ups. We'll get the game going in 15 minutes. Also, Eagledale and Cross Point graduates, if you have not yet signed in at the admissions table, please head over there and highlight your name. We'll be recognizing all of our alumni at halftime of this next game. Good evening and welcome to Cross Point Christian Academy for tonight's varsity boys basketball contest featuring the visiting Heritage Hall Christian Patriots and your Cross Point Christian Academy Panthers. We'd like to welcome everyone to Senior Night and Alumni Recognition Night. At halftime of this game, we will recognize all of our alumni from both Eagledale and Cross Point who are here tonight, and we'd like to welcome you and thank you for coming. At this time, please stand for prayer. We'll be led by Pastor Tim Lindsay, class of 1994 at Eagledale, and then we'll be sung the national anthem by Jose Palencia. And then after that, we'll have the starting lineups. Pastor Lynn.
Let's pray. Father, thank you for this evening. Thank you for the day that you've made. Thank you for these two ministries. We've loved them for a long time. Thank you for the students. Thank you for the traveling mercy to get here to all here, Lord. Bless the evening. What a safe game, Lord. Thank you for the privilege it is to exalt you, magnify you through the playing. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's first meet the starting lineup for the visiting Heritage Hall Patriots. Starting number 10, Kyle Martin. Number 11, Craig O'Ray. Number 22, Boaz Heath. Number 24, Eli Cunningham. And number 32, Elijah Keeley. The Patriots are coached by Kevin Heath. And now the starters for your home Cross Point Panthers. Starting number 1, a 6'3" senior guard, Colton Wagner. Number 4, 6'1" senior guard, Will Yoder. Number 5, a 6'1" senior guard, Levi Holman. Number 11, a 6-foot junior guard, Tommy Shepard. And number 23, a 6'5" senior center, Phil Fitzsimmons. The Panthers are coached by Mark Yoder. Officiating tonight's game are Quentin Williams, Joshua Spears, and Tyrone Postel. Enjoy the game.
Good evening, Panther fans. We are back here at Cross Point Christian Academy for our matchup tonight for senior night. I am joined by Ross Luderman on the microphone. Ross, go ahead and get us started for the evening.
All right, so like you just said, this is our senior and alumni night, so we're giving special respect to a lot of the seniors today. You're probably going to see them get a lot more minutes, and a great tip-off right off the bat, pass from Colton, barely missed by Tommy. And Colton gets the offensive rebound, puts it right back in. That is something you're going to see a lot from these Panthers tonight. They're very aggressive on the boards. I haven't seen a lot of Heritage Hall and what they can do, but I know for sure our Panthers, they run a very fast-paced offense, and they're really great at getting to the boards. They are unfortunately missing Carter Ellis. He had a dislocated kneecap in a tournament that they had over the Christmas break. As Will gets a steal fast break, and he lays it up for an easy 2. And now that puts us up 4-0. But as I was saying, Carter Ellis, he had a dislocated kneecap, and he's going to be out of the game, or out of a few games for just a little bit. We're excited to see him return soon, though. Now we have Heritage Hall bringing the ball up the court. They're just kind of dribbling it around, waiting for a move. Tommy touches the ball. A little tipped over. Levi saves it, and Heritage receives possession. They shoot a elbow shot, and he misses long. Pass ahead to Colton. Colton going, stops, and lays it up. That was just a great finish there. Very good at, like I said, the Panthers are going to be very good at transition and keeping the pace up.
That's right. A couple days ago in practice, I was watching Coach working on some up and down across the court. They were moving very quick trying to get that ball down there. I have a feeling that's how he's going to run tonight. We're going to play a little Pacers basketball as we get started here this evening.
Yes, for sure.
You may also hear some things tonight. We do have our pep band here. So between timeouts and between quarters, we are going to hear them. Let us know what you think of that. If you want to hear more of them, maybe we can try to convince them to come back for a couple more games this season.
Yes.
We do want to have, that was a good play by Heritage as they put that ball up. We do want to have the pep band come back. I know that a lot of our students are involved with that. My goodness, it is back and forth tonight, Ross.
Wow, this is going to be a great game to watch. I'm just excited to see the Panthers are right now undefeated in the conference, and this is a very good conference game too. So you're going to see them hustling, try to stay 3-0. They're already 8-2 on the season. Those 2 losses out of conference. You could definitely see that a lot more with our schedule. We're playing a lot more advanced teams, trying to just give ourselves more competition so then we can grow better. And right now, like I said, we're 2-0 in the conference. That's undefeated. Heritage is going to try to snap that streak for us as Colton takes it, lays it up again. He is just a baller tonight, doing great on both ends of the court. Right now with the steal and well over 5 points. I don't know the exact amount right now, probably 7.
In that intro, Ross, you talked about Carter getting injured in that tournament. They were just at in Arthur, Illinois. We did go to that. We did win all of our games and come home with championship for that. I know our team is doing really good. They are on fire. I know rolling through this game, they just want to keep that pace up and keep going as we head into February. I know that's weird to say as we just started January. Heritage gets the ball.
Pushing the ball up the court, finding him in the corner. He takes the shot, and it's good.
Ooh, that was a good shot down in the corner. I think that's going to be Heritage's game tonight. They're going to try to spread us out and get that ball to the outside. Good pass underneath the fill. He puts it in for 2. Ross, as we watch tonight, what are some key plays that you're going to see from the Panthers?
Like I was saying earlier, their transition play is going to be very important in this game. They're a very fast-paced team, so you're going to want to watch them good. I know you're running the camera tonight, too, so good luck with that.
Yeah.
Constantly panning back and forth. But, yeah, that's all of it. They also, like, in the half court, they like to just move the ball around a lot. Just try to get as many cuts and shots as many of those as they can. And if they miss, they do like to really go for those offensive rebounds. Slight air ball there by number 2. And now Tommy carrying the ball up the court for the Panthers. He dribbles it, finds Phil in the mid-range. Phil drives it in, and nice little left-handed tough layup. It's great to see Phil using his body there.
Between the two teams, it looks like the Panthers are going to have the height advantage over the Heritage Patriots. Ooh, good pass behind the back.
Tommy with the steal, bringing the ball up the court. Nice little moves to break his guy. Finds Phil. Pass to Levi. And Levi looking for someone, finds Colton on the 3, and he, just short.
Just short.
The thing about Levi Hobelman, he's the only player on Crosspoint's varsity roster right now that has played all 10 games. Everybody else has missed due to injury, sickness, vacations, or of other things, but he's the only one that has been super consistent of just making.
Speaking of, as he comes down the
team,
court.
yeah. Nice little transition layup there to put him up 18-5.
We're only 4.5 minutes into that first quarter. Panthers are coming out strong. Coach Yedder looks a little disappointed at something on that defensive play there, but good stop by Phil. Passes it on to Colton.
Tommy finds Levi. Levi misses and then puts it back up.
Tommy was a little slow to get up off that play, but looks like he's moving a little better now.
It looks like he just hit the floor kind of awkwardly right there.
Ooh, good trap on the other side of the... And knocked away by Colton. Defensively for the Panthers, what do you think they're going to run tonight? Are we going to stay with man? Are we going to go with a zone defense? I haven't seen what they've been practicing recently.
I know Coach Yedder, he likes to run a man for the most part. It'll definitely change throughout the game depending on how the team's playing. Like, obviously, if they're going to try to be a lot more pick and roll, shooting threes and stuff like that, they're going to be wanting to stay in man. But if they start doing a lot more cuts and runs to the basket and drives to the basket, they're probably going to want to switch to zone. Just try to neutralize the threat as much as they can. 22 finds number 32 on the wing. He misses the shot, and now we got possession going Panthers' way. No. Pushing foul on blue, number 32. Ball inbounded to Will. He's carrying the ball up the court. He's one of those seniors that is very good for us this year. He's done amazing. Right now, there's Phil. Nice little finish right there. Right now, Will, he is averaging 13 points per game on 12 minutes, which is really good for his skill set and the amount of playing and the amount of games he's played. He missed a few early on in the season due to an infection in his chest. That's thankfully healed up well, and now he's playing at a very high level. I'm expected to see a lot of good stuff from him tonight. Same thing with all the other seniors. Like Colton, he's averaging over 18 points per game, which is phenomenal. I looked at his per 32. He's averaging 57 points per 32 minutes on the court. As Will gets that three.
Because of the height advantage of the Panthers, Heritage Hall is going to be running a zone defense tonight. Coach Yedder looks like he is pressuring his guys to do a spacing on the floor. They're trying to make sure everybody's spaced out correctly so they can get those passes. That's what allowed Will to get open for that three on that corner.
Nice pump fake there, and he finishes. Levi looks like he was going to go up for the offensive rebound and maybe a putback.
Well, let me tell you, Levi is looking for a slam if he can get one tonight.
Yeah, all the guys are. I saw them not quite in warm-ups, but before the game, they were practicing dunks, just getting ready just in case they get a fast break situation like this. Nice layup there. We only have one dunk this season, and it was by Carter Ellis, who is on the bench right now, unfortunately, again with his kneecap issue. We're excited to see him return again soon.
1 minute left in the first quarter as we come to the end of this quarter. Good defense by Colton.
Nice steal there. And he finds Levi. What will Levi do?
He's thinking about it.
He was almost there. He's about like an inch or two away from being able to get that dunk. The Patriots are going to want to get out. Yep, 8-second violation right there.
Yeah, Will's coming up to meet him at the half-court line. He's playing great defense on it.
Yeah, they've been knocking on the door of that 8-second violation for a few plays now, and they finally got the call. And hopefully that'll encourage them to get up the court faster. Coach Yedder looking like he's getting ready to set up a play. Looks like they're calling what looks like an ISO for Colton, but no, it's not. He finds Will on the wing. Will missed just long. Tommy almost there for the rebound. Plucks up a long three, and that's the end of the first quarter. Panthers up 31-5.
All right, Ross, as we talk about the end of that quarter, we're going to hear the pep band pick up a little bit. Maybe we'll hear a little bit as we talk about this. As we get going for the second quarter here, what are going to be some key things for Heritage Hall? We talked about for the Panthers, but what do you think we need for Heritage Hall?
Like I said earlier, I don't really know much about Heritage Hall. I haven't seen a lot of them. I do know about number 32, Boaz. He's pretty good. He's been their main guy for a couple years now. They have a couple other guys that I watched on junior high last year in their tournament that we hold here annually. I'm I'm pretty sure that they like to run a lot of their plays through the paint. Like I said, I'm not really sure. I don't watch a lot of their games, mainly because I just haven't seen a lot of them, and I only really ever watch ours. So, yeah. What do you think about it?
I think Heritage Hall is going to have to spread out a little bit more on the floor. They've got to get somebody to bring that ball up across that half-court line confidently, and as they do that, then they can get that scoring opportunity. They're going to have to spread that ball around, pass it out. If they can't get the ball across by dribbling, they're going to have to pass out of the traps. As we start the second quarter, let's see what the Panthers do with their offense. I know Coach is going to use this time to get his guys running plays, getting comfortable with them. As we look towards the next half of the season, I know that they are excited. As we start the second quarter, good
inbound,
aggressiveness.
Inbound tipped out by Dave. He's a very aggressive player. He's been like that since his days in junior high.
I do believe we swapped all 5 on the floor during that quarter change. It should be a brand new 5. Who do we have on the floor for us, Ross?
We have Jonah Almaker. He's number 12 with the ball right now. He just swung it to Joel, number 15, who just passed it again to Derek Furman, number 10. He just dribbled out around Aiden. He's number 33. And then Dave, the guy who almost got that steal right there, he's number 3. These are all very good players, very aggressive players. They could honestly be a varsity team if we needed them to be, but we got such a solid starting 5 that we don't need them to be.
Well, as we look towards next year, I know that's the conversation. We are very senior heavy on our starters. I think Coach is going to look to get these guys a little bit more time tonight, get comfortable with each other. Derek's got a lot of speed. He passes it up to to Joel Fitzsimmons.
Joel, yeah. Nice little layup there.
Everybody looks the same on my screen. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, looks like Heritage is doing what I said, though. They got to spread that ball around.
Panthers doing a really great job of just like swallowing them up, making sure that they can't get any open shots. Just moving as fast as they can. He hooks up a 3, and it's no good. Goes for the putback, and again, no good. Now Joel carrying the ball up the court, little bouncing around, waiting, seeing who can grab the rebound. Joel, he's a very good three-point shooter. You can see a lot of that in JV. He's just a phenomenal player. Looks like we have a foul, blocking foul, looks like. On number, I think he said 11. Yes, a blocking foul on number 11. Dave finds Jonah and unfortunately misses that long.
It's a good chance on an inbound opportunity. Jonah's right underneath the basket. We call carry on Heritage Hall. It's going to be Panther ball.
Man, those turnovers, they'll get you. That's just wasted opportunities at taking a shot. Like Michael Jordan famously said, you miss every shot you don't take. So every single turnover you get, you don't even get a chance at making that shot. Which is kind of unfortunate for Heritage as they've already had quite a few turnovers just this game. Finds Dave, nice cut, finds Aiden, and just misses it short.
Could not complete on that one.
These are guys that usually don't get a lot of minutes on varsity, but they do get a lot of minutes on JV. I'm pretty sure all these guys, they are the starting 5 on JV. As Jonah brings up the ball, finds Joel, swings it out to Derek. Derek just barely tips it off. This is only his first year of playing high school basketball for Cross Point. He did a little bit in 7th grade, but then he switched primarily to soccer, and that's where he stayed for a while. And then he was convinced by a lot of his friends and coaches to play basketball here, and it's been phenomenal. He is such a great defensive threat. His lateral movement is just amazing this year. Joel with the steal there, tips it out to Jonah. Jonah passes again and finds Joel for the nice easy layup. Oh, that was a unfortunate pass. Joel gets it, passes to Jonah, and Jonah finishes.
Those two have a good connection tonight. I hope they keep continuing that.
Yes, being in the
turnover. Looks like an illegal inbound pass. It's going to be Panther ball.
All right, like we were saying about Jonah and Joel earlier, having great chemistry. That's what it's like being in the same class. You'll see that a lot, too, with David, Derek, and Aiden. Just being in the same class automatically gives them a little step up of chemistry over their other teammates. As David finds Aiden in the post. They've been playing together since junior high, too. All I believe it'd be 6 years now. They've been playing together for all that time, which is just amazing.
Good trap in the corner by Derek and Joel.
Kicks out to Boaz, number 22 in the corner. Shoots the long two, misses short. Derek with the rebound,
Derek off
pushing
to
the
the
ball up the
races.
court. See what he does here. Oh, nice pump fake to get him in the air. That's what I like to call a little Pop-Tart. Ball gets around a little bit. David eventually finds Jonah, which he unfortunately gets blocked because that was just an amazing play there by Derek. I feel like if he would have shot that right after his pump fake, he probably could have gotten a foul. And now he passes it up to Jonah, and Jonah barely misses off.
Couldn't get it to complete.
Now the ball just getting moved around a lot in the post, and nice little flick-up shot there by Joel.
And for the Panthers tonight, they've got a lot of good opportunities that just aren't falling. If they continue to exploit that, they'll be able to put up some good points for their bench players. I think that's going to be key here tonight, is get the bench players some time, let them come up, give them minutes on varsity to get comfortable. As Heritage Hall has the ball, trapped for a second, passed out.
Nice little save there, but it's stolen by Jonah. Jonah, nice little lob pass there to Joel. Joel slightly loses possession, and Heritage ball. Like I said, those turnovers, they'll get you. It's just little things a lot of the times that can make or break a game for you. And good for the Panthers, though. They have a pretty sizable lead. So those turnovers don't mean as much to them as what it would be if it was a lot closer. As another steal for the Panthers.
As we watch the Panthers on defense tonight, you're going to see these guys are steal hungry. They want to reach out, grab that ball. They're meeting right at that half-court line. You see Jonah's coming up to meet right now, waiting for that pass. As soon as that pass comes, the next guy down the court is going for that ball. Good block by Jonah. What does Heritage Hall need to do to get out of these situations?
Honestly, they need to just start making a lot more cuts, starting to do a little bit more pick and roll. As Dave steals the balls there and scores.
You couldn't hear the bench. They were telling Dave to slam it. Can Dave touch rim yet?
I think he might be able to.
Ooh, he's got rim? All right. A couple more times tonight, maybe he'll be able to throw it down.
Maybe. Just because you can hit rim doesn't quite mean you can dunk.
I believe in him. Do you believe in him?
Yeah, I believe in him. That adrenaline rush can kick in as there's just a long pass there going out of bounds. Now it's Heritage ball. Like I was saying, that adrenaline rush, that can kick in. And who knows, he might be able to get up. I've heard people can lift cars when they have a good adrenaline rush. So if people can lift cars, I'm sure he can dunk the ball. Boaz right there dancing along that line, trying to not get that over and back that they got earlier. As they find number 24 on the perimeter. He drives in and then gets stopped by Aiden. Tries to just do it like almost a turnaround mid-range jumper, but that just didn't seem to fall for him. Now Joel bringing the ball up, passes it to Jonah, who finds Derek now on the three. Coach Yider, he's definitely upset because there was an open shot there that Derek unfortunately didn't see, neither did Jonah. Clearly there will be more fixes coming up soon, and you might be able to see a lot more corner play from the Panthers.
I know in the last game, the Fitzgeralds were commenting on Coach Shell being passionate. I don't know if I know a more passionate coach than Coach Yider.
Oh, yes, for sure. He's a very passionate coach. He loves every sport he coaches, whether it's volleyball or basketball. You can just tell it by how he coaches and how he talks about the game. He just loves it so much.
What does it mean for his players? If he's a passionate coach, what does it mean to be a player for him?
It just sparks that fire in them, too, makes them love it even more. I know that if you have a coach that doesn't really like the sport that much, usually you'll end up not liking the sport. But if you have a coach that's just in love with the sport, knows all about it, and you can tell that they just have a very high IQ knowledge of the sport, you'll tend to like it and you'll tend to do way better because that morale is so much higher.
Great job by David getting down there, popping the guy up, and then waiting to take that shot.
All right, number 32 carrying the ball around the perimeter. Trying to find a man. Finds number 4 on the wing. Nice little lob pass, but he just managed to not be able to find anyone, which is a little unfortunate. Joel comes up to steal. We're going to see what he manages to do here. Finds a Derek in the corner. Now he passes it out to Dave. It's Jonah. One more to Joel. He drives in a little bit. Nice floater, just a little bit short. That's quite unfortunate for him. You know, if he gets one or two more looks at that, he's definitely going to convert.
We're coming to less than a minute left in the first quarter.
The
As
ball
we look
goes
towards
out of
halftime.
bounds. That ball going out of bounds there. Ref called it over the backboard. It wasn't quite over the backboard as much as it was backboard interference. That's the difference between even college, high school, NBA, and high school, especially with these hoops. You have a lot more potential for hoop interference. Nice move there by Derek. Nice little finish there. But in a lot more in college and NBA, they don't have the things that hold the hoops up by the ceiling. They're built into the ground, while ours are built into the ceiling, so there's a lot more potential for hoop interference when it comes to those plays that go on top of the backboard.
All right, we got less than 20 seconds left in this second quarter. Heritage Hall looks like they're going to hold for a shot, see if they can get anybody open. They are clumping up a little bit on that right-hand side. They got to get a little bit more spacing to be able to get this opportunity. Ooh, Jonah touched it, knocking it out of bounds. Oh, they're going to call out on Heritage Hall.
Yeah, what Heritage needs to do right now is they just need to figure out how to play smart ball. As Derek, and he barely misses right there. That's unfortunate for the Panthers right there.
All right, Ross, we're going to head to halftime here. I know the pep band's going to play. As we head to halftime, what are going to be some keys for the Panthers coming out at half?
The Panthers, man, I don't think they're going to have to make as many changes. Coach Yatter's probably going to talk to the subs a little bit more of trying to find people along the corner. You might not be able to see it right now, but Coach is currently talking to his two guards, his two bench guards, David and Derek. They have great chemistry off and on the court. They're just great friends, always encouraging each other. They complement each other on the court too, just their skill sets. One's a lot more defensively and athletically focused, while the other is a lot more skilled and has a lot better touch. Both those players are very good. Like I said, the Panthers won't have to make too many adjustments. They will have to make an adjustment, though, when it comes to the bench of just finding their open guys, maybe trying to create more open chances. Right now, the score is 5-47, so I feel like Coach probably won't change up the defense much because of how they're playing right now. It's just turning out great, the amount of turnovers they're forced. So, yeah, that's what I think what's going to happen with the Panthers. For Heritage Hall, though, they definitely need to figure out a way to just crack through the Panthers' defense right now. Just put up any sort of clean shot that they can get. A couple of their shots have been forced, unfortunately, just not being able to find any good open guys and having to settle for unfortunate contested shots. And then also the turnovers. They just need to figure out how to not get the turnovers. That's what I'm going to end for now. See you guys after the break.
All right, we'll catch you guys when we come back.
John Titus. From the class of 1994, Tim Lindsay. Class of 95, Matt Yeiter. Class of 97, Debbie Yeiter. Class of 1998, Stephanie Schellenberg. Class of 1999, Paul Schneider. Class of 2000, Shannon Schellenberg. Class of 2001, James Baskerville, Justin Schellenberg, Pam Schneider. Class of 2002, Matt Ellis. Class of 2003, Ashley Ellis. Class of 2004, Emily Hayes, Leah Robinson. Class of 2006, Nicole Fitzgerald. Class of 2008, Kristen Mancroni. Class of 2015, Ethan Rogers. Class of 2016, Malachi Lining, Christina Piper, and Heretitis. 2018, Marcia Chilson. 2019, Elizabeth Hawkins. 2020, Jordan Leinbach, Michael Hawkins, Timmy Lindsay, Clay Miller, and Austin Shetty. Class of 2021, Austin Dablow, Autumn Price, Aaron Wagner, Taylor Roberts. Class of 2022, Allison Lindsay, Luke Miller. 2023, Kamari Bell, Grace Chilson, Miguel Covarrubias, Gavin Harvey, Jenna Hayes, Jana Holberman, Nathaniel Holberman, Liam Privet, Brady Wagner, DJ Yiter, and Reagan Yiter. Nice job, 2023. 2024, Samantha Carter, Tate Olson, Ben Stock. And last year's senior class, 2025, Emma Baldwin, Jackson Gear, Olivia Hayes, Sam Richardson, Julie Santana, Trinity Yiter. Thank you all again for coming, and remember, stay afterwards for some food and fellowship and a gift. Thank you. That band, it's all yours.
All right, Panther fans, welcome back to the second half of the game against Heritage Hall. Ross, we heard a great halftime performance. We recognized
did.
our alumni. Tell me what that made you feel like as a current Panther, seeing all those former Panthers.
It felt great, just knowing how much history there is there. I'm sure they have a lot of great high school memories, a lot of which I'm making a lot myself right now in high school. And I'm sure being back here definitely with a lot of their old friends and classmates definitely reminds them of a lot of those older high school memories that they had. Right now, the Panthers coming into the second half leading. They're just doing great right now, finding a lot of open men, making sure to stay pretty disciplined when it comes to turnovers. They haven't been doing a lot. Will Yider, right now, he's doing a phenomenal job with 11 points in the first half. One of those being a 3 and the rest being pretty much just fast break. But he is just doing phenomenal right now with all 11 of those points. He's just doing phenomenal. Pass there almost picked off by Colton and tried to do a bounce pass into the paint there and tipped out of bounds. Panthers ball.
As we start this second half, it looks like Coach went back to the original starting 5. What do you think that means for the team, giving them some more minutes in this second half?
It might be just a little bit of just giving a lot of their senior players a few more minutes on their season, just to help them with just having a lot more fun in their last season play. It could also be maybe resting the bench guys that he's going to be playing a lot more, as Phil gets that nice little tough left-handed layup in.
We are also in a running clock situation here. They will only stop it for any fouls or stoppage by the referees. So we should be continuing to run even through these out-of-bounds plays.
Yeah. Right now, we are up by 44 points, the Panthers are, which is a pretty significant amount. Number 24 just dribbling a lot. Oh, tries to do a flicked up underhand layup. Breakaway pass to Levi, and we're calling it travel. That's what the call is. They called the travel on Will. That was definitely a close call. He got a better view on it than I did. Levi there, he had great awareness to just pass it out to Will on the open 3. Will honestly probably could have shot that, and it probably would have been pretty uncontested. It would have had a little bit of contest to it, but it would have been decently. It wouldn't have been so contested that it would have affected him too much, but that was just a smart play by Levi to kick it out. He was getting doubled in the paint, so that was just an amazing pass there. Unfortunately, led to a turnover. Heritage now moving the ball around, just making sure that the Panthers don't get a great opportunity at a steal like what they were early in the game. They're definitely playing a lot more conservative, not as flashy as that ball gets tipped. It's like they're just trying to get a score on the board instead of just looking for a nice, clean shot. Looks like they're calling Heritage ball. Everyone was confused. The Panthers were, the Patriots were, maybe a few of the fans were. It's Heritage ball. Now going in, finds number 22. He shoots a long 2 and it misses as Will brings the ball up the court and fakes the pass to Phil and lays it up. Man, those little pump fakes, those pass fakes, eye fakes, everything you can do, they can just throw your defender they can make your defender go crazy if they're guarding you. Like that was such a great play, smart play by Will there to just make sure that, just to give himself just a little more space on that layup. As Will brings down the rebound, passes it up to Tommy. Tommy gets it, lays it up. It's short, almost put back up by Levi. That was so close. As Phil gets it, throws it off the back of the backboard.
Good plays by all 3 of them. Tommy catching that in stride, just couldn't get it to fall. Levi with the tip just could not get it to fall.
Phil
I thought Phil was going to save that.
just went off the backboard.
It all looked good from my position here.
We got a travel called. All right, we got the super subs coming in right now. That's a David, Derek, Jonah, Joel, and Aiden. Heritage doesn't really seem to me that they've been making a lot of rotational adjustments, except for a few guys that are new. But other than that, they haven't really been making a lot of switches. The ball getting moved around really well right now by the Panthers. Jonah on the top of the wing, drives in, finds Joel in the corner. Joel looking for an option, can't find one. Passes to Aiden in the post. Oh, and that pass was just high. I'm sure that was a little bit of a slip there. Probably won't happen again if there is another opportunity for him to get that chance back. David right there reels in the rebound. He's carrying the ball up the court and couldn't find Joel in transition. Tries to go for the layup himself, but he misses, unfortunately. Now Boaz carrying the ball up for the Patriots. Talk about Patriots. They're doing great in the NFL right now. That was just a little side note. Now,
It's a weird statement to say coming from a Lions fan.
yeah, I'm not really happy about that. I definitely feel like people say that this is a dumb excuse, but our entire second unit of defensive players got injured around the roughest part of our schedule, and so did a few of our key defenders and our key offensive linemen, and that just made such a big change for the team this year, for the Lions at least. Yeah, it's very upsetting. They're going to get it back next year.
Oh,
though.
well, it was a good give by Aiden to Joel. I thought he was going to put it up. Draws the foul instead. Good thought from the two of them. It's going to be an inbound play. Thought they would get him in the act of shooting.
Derek right there reels in the pass. That was tipped by Joel. And now David in the corner. A little pump fake to throws Guy. Passes it out to Joel in the corner. See what he'll do here. Finds David in the deep three-point lane. And David driving in, trying to make a cut. And we're going to call a foul. Blocking, it looks like.
Big block up at the top of the key. When David stops like that, you know that it's not by his choice.
Mm-hmm. He likes to stay moving, get going to the basket. David, nice outlet pass to Jonah. Trying to find what he can do there. Passes it to Derek. Derek seeing what he can do. Drives in. Finds a nice and short and good.
The Patriots are still running a 2-3 defense. They've got the two high. What we're going to have to do is just pass out of it and keep going through just like we did there. Aiden found that open spot, which pulled the defender, allowing them to go up for that shot.
Yes, for sure. Right now, Panthers doing a really great job of just tipping the ball, getting as many touches as they possibly can. Great job. Ooh, that was an unfortunate pass.
Less than a minute to go in the third quarter. That quarter blew by so fast with that running clock.
Yes, for sure, and that's what it's going to be in the fourth quarter, too. For Heritage, doesn't look like they have a lot of hope left. They might be planning to play their subs a lot more in the fourth quarter, kind of like what Coach is doing right now, or Coach Yader. Derek finds Joel in the corner
Great
for a
shot
nice
in the
three.
corner. Joel will eat those up all day long if you give it to him.
That puts us up 51. That's an insane number.
Hey, I'll tell your math teacher that you're good. You don't need to go to math class on Monday. That was some quick math by you.
Please do. Just kidding. I love Mrs. Wagner. She's a great teacher. Derek bringing the ball up the court. Finds David.
Gonna have to take a shot here quick.
Oh, good pass
Good
to
dish.
Aiden.
Great job by Aiden to get that last bucket to fall.
And like you said, it's running clock, so that clock just stopped, or it didn't stop after that. Just finished out. Great play there.
All right, the band's going to take a break here in the third quarter. They did a great job at halftime and in the first quarter. Now as we go into the fourth quarter, I'd like to see Heritage Hall push a little bit more with that passing. They got to spread that out a little bit and move our guys. If our guys get moving, then I think they'll get those open passes, open lanes to be able to push something in. Right now, they're just kind of staying clumped up. For the Panthers, what do you think they're going to have to do in the fourth quarter just to stay fresh, stay relevant in this game?
Panthers, what they're going to have to do is they're really going to have to focus in on just trying to limit as many turnovers as they can, trying to find open guys, trying to create open opportunities. What they were doing with David and Aiden and Derek, all right there, just using David's gravity to find Aiden open right on the block where Aiden really thrives. He's probably going to end up being the big man next year for the Panthers for varsity, so that's probably great for him getting this experience now. On the court, it looks like we're going to have Joel, Jonah, Will, Derek, and Phil.
It's an interesting mixture. I don't know that I've seen this group out here on the floor this season, actually.
Yeah, this looks like a very fun group. They're definitely gonna have a great time. This is just a fun game at this point. Panthers. I almost want to say, oh, good block there by Will right off the backboard. That was a phenomenal block. You don't see a whole lot of those.
That was a great pass in by the Heritage Hall Patriots, but just could not complete. Will was just right on top of it.
Mm-hmm. And he chucks up a shot and he makes it.
Here we go.
Derek carrying
There's
the ball
still
up the
some life
floor.
on the bench
finds
there.
Will deep in the opponent's territory. It's to Phil, who finds Joel. One more to Jonah. They're just swinging the ball all around the three-point line at this point. Just a lot of passing moves. They're definitely going to find an open guy soon.
Good thought by Derek there. I don't think Phil was quite ready for that quick of a pass.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about Derek. He gets you with his quickness.
Yes, for sure. He's a very fast player. He's one of the fastest people I know.
Is he the fastest one on the court between everyone?
No. Colton still holds that spot.
I think we need to have a race. I think we need to figure out who's the fastest.
They would race in soccer practice when we were doing suicides and stuff. Colton would always win. It's kind of close. I feel like if Derek committed to running, he could probably catch up to Colton, but Derek's a lot more focused on soccer and basketball, which, I mean, is a big part. As Will goes up, tries to dunk. Barely misses. That'd be the first senior dunk of the year.
He had his opportunity. He was looking for it. I was talking to him earlier about that.
I believe that would have been his first dunk on his career.
Maybe he'll get one more opportunity tonight. We've still got a lot
If he gets that
basketball to
opportunity,
play.
that would be amazing. I believe Derek might be able to get up there, too. Potentially just do a little finger roll or... what's it called? I forget what it's called, but like the beginner's dunk, I forget what it's called right now. It slipped my mind.
I don't know. I've never been able to dunk. I'm a little gravity deficient. Not deficient.
Oh,
That would be
nice
to dunk.
finish. Barely missed by Phil. He had a great thought there, just slithered through almost 3 defenders. Just got the shot off, and it just unfortunately didn't fall the way he wanted it to fall. Heritage trying to move the ball around. Panthers playing a lot slower on defense, not as aggressive as they were early in the game. Probably because they've been a lot more, or probably because they spent a lot of their energy in that first 3 quarters, getting a lot of those.
All right, so there's
steals.
some life off the bench. Number 24, he's come off the bench and he's scored twice now in this fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm. He's doing pretty good. Oh, steal there by 11. Wow, this is not the same Panthers that we were seeing in quarters 1 to 3. Well, except for Will, as he gets a great steal there and pass to Derek. Oh, Derek fumbles it back out to Will. Oh, that's a warm-up shot for Will. Will, he probably has over 20 points by now. Maybe just under. I don't know his exact pointage. I know going into the half he had 11. And he's just been doing so good on scoring right now. That was an unfortunate, looks like a little miscommunication there between number 24 and number 11. Phil inbounding the ball to Derek. Derek bringing the ball up the court now. Skip pass to Joel, who finds the back Will, and Will stops, finds Joel on the wing. Oh, just misses deep. Joel brings it back out, finds Will in the corner, and misses again. Man, the Panthers cannot find the bottom of the bucket right now as Phil goes back up and finishes finally.
That was a good, strong put up by Phil.
Yes, after 2 offensive rebounds, they finally got a shot to go down.
See, that's the difference that a big guy gives you. He lets you get inside, get that basket, picks up the trash.
Yes, for sure. And little floater there doesn't go. Rebounded by Jonah as Will pushes the ball up the court, and it looks like we have a travel. We'll see who's going to be called on.
No, it's not a travel. I think that they're doing a full substitution. Coach Yedder decided to pull the brakes out from underneath Will.
Oh, I see. That's unfortunate. He could have gone up and dunked. That would have been great if he could. David inbounding the ball to Colton. Colton, he's just doing so phenomenal this year. Like I said, averaging 57 points per 32. Which is just a great stat as Tommy lays it up. I believe Colton could average a lot more on his points per game, but they'll usually get up a pretty sizable amount, and he's just doing so good that coach decides to pull him and give other guys more chances to score. Now Colton pushing the ball up to court, finds Tommy. Let's see what he does. Pass there to Dave. David finishes.
There's that communication between classmates you were talking about earlier, being
Yes,
able to
for
see
sure.
where each other was.
Steal by Colton there. Let's see what he's going to do. Oh, he didn't dunk it. He's telling the bench he just didn't want to. He just didn't want to then. I believe that's what he was saying. I'm not a great lip reader, but... The ball getting moved around. Very good. We're here by the Patriots. Finds him in the post, and he
Good move.
finishes. They have scored more points in this quarter than they had throughout the entire game. I don't know what that says about the Panthers' defense, or maybe Heritage just finally found a way to get an opening on offense.
I think they just found some life. Like fresh legs out there, the ability to just go and score. There's a difference when you're down by a lot, being able to just go out there and play.
Did not really have to worry about the score as
Yeah,
much.
it's being able to go out, maybe throw a few flashy things, put some scores
Corner
up.
3 hit by Tommy.
My goodness.
Great pass there by Colton, too. We got a full substitution coming up. Like I said, this was probably going to end up happening later throughout this quarter. Heritage is just going to put in their whole bench. Looks like Coach is trying to communicate something to his players. We'll try to see what that is. I'm not really sure. I think I might have a couple ideas, but
No spoilers for the people at home.
yeah.
Oh, good 3 right there. I thought that was going to go.
Colton carrying the ball up the court again. Slowing it down. Probably just trying to kill clock. That's probably what Coach was trying to tell him. Oh, that was a great pass there to Levi, but Levi was moving out to the 3 while Colton was trying to pass it to where Levi was at. Trying to get him to go for an easy 2, but Levi wanted a 3. Little miscommunication there. They'll probably fix that again soon. And Levi almost comes up with the steal, gets on the floor. Colton with the steal now. Now let's see what he does here. Good dribble around there to make sure that he doesn't get the ball stolen. Pass to Levi. Kicks it out to Dave on 3. Back to Levi. Trying to find someone. Finds Colton. What's Colton going to do here? And nice finish there by Colton. He's just doing so great this game. Like I said, I don't know how many points he has, but he's just doing so phenomenal. I would not be surprised if he had over 15. Tommy there with the steal.
Good placement by Tommy in that pass lane.
That pass
Good
was just
shot.
a little too far. Levi couldn't quite get there in time, which is a little unfortunate for him. He would definitely want that easy 2 points. If the Panthers are up right now, 75-11. This is just a phenomenal scoring night for the Panthers. This is one of their highest scoring games that I've seen. As David steals the ball, just tries to slow down. Like I said, killing the clock.
Got about
He
30
easily could've
seconds.
scored there.
40
Finds
seconds left to
Aiden
go.
in the post, pump fake, decides not to shoot it. He probably should have. Tommy just moving the ball around. Like I said,
I think the Panthers are just
Yeah.
going to dribble it out, pass
they're
it
going to kill the
out.
clock. Yeah, there's not much else you can do right here. Usually you don't see them trying to kill the clock this much. Maybe they're just trying to look. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to kill the clock. Just a lot of cuts, openings, cuts. They already know they got the win. So why risk trying to go for injury? Trying to go for another bucket. As the final buzzer sounds, and that is the game. Panthers win 75-11. Phenomenal night for Will and Colton. Will almost getting a dunk, but he just couldn't quite get up there. As our pep band is now playing Anthem of Victory. That's the best way I can put it. That's just a fun game to watch for us. Coaches are going to enjoy that. Panthers got to see a little bit of their weak points that usually they wouldn't get to see against other teams, while Heritage Hall probably saw a few points for improvement themselves. So what do you think about the game so far?
I thought it was a great game. I think the Panthers played a very, very strong game. They played their game at speed. I think that as we head towards the next week, I know that they've got a lot of away games. They're going to take this momentum with them as they go on the road. I think that's going to be critical for them to be able to perform well. I know that they've got a couple of big games coming up against ICA and against Suburban. Those are going to be good games that you'll want to watch. as we head towards February, I know we've got tournament and everything coming up. Just keep your eyes posted for games as they come up. I know that we are having a lot more home games this year, but I think we are going to sign off here for a little bit. I know they've got some stuff going on for the senior night and alumni. But, Ross, it was a pleasure with you tonight. Do you have any final words for the crowd?
Yes, I do. Hey, make sure you guys share this video to all your friends and family. Anybody who would even like to watch just a fun game of basketball. Personally, for me, I like trying to break whatever viewage I got on the last stream that I did. I don't know how many views I got on that one. I believe that was with Clay Miller. I forget the team we played. I believe it was the varsity boys that were playing. But I don't know. I believe our record right now is 200 for total viewage on a video from game to game. So just make sure to share this to all your friends. If you want to rewatch it because of how amazing it was, you can do that too. I won't judge. I know a lot of these players are going to want to rewatch their film to see spots where they can improve themselves. And that's all I have to say. See you guys later.
See you next time.